What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counter Punch Boxing News. And as I promised, it's live after the Lara Jared Hurd fight. It was a spectacular fight. I seen an old fighter, like I said. Lara has missed a step, or maybe a couple steps, but he showed his own. Jared Hurd was a younger, stronger, hungry fighter. We're going to see what the results are going to be. You know, Lara has some strange fights, but he got to give Jared Hurd respect. He dropped him in the 12th round off of pure exhaustion. And I ain't seen nothing like that. Jared Hurd, a big, strong guy. He couldn't hurt him in that fight. If Lara loses, he loses on his own shield. I would give it to Jared Swift. He did not land the harder punches, but it's the accumulation of punches. It's the hustling. It's the grind. It's the tenacity that he had. It's his will to keep fighting. And Lara didn't have it. Maybe it's something in his conditioning. But again, he's 34 years old. You know, now if this was the same guy that fought Paul Williams, that would have been a totally different story. But this wasn't the same guy. This guy, you can tell, he was more stationary. He didn't want to run. You know what I mean? Maybe he tried to prove a point or whatever. But the game plan was good. It was entertaining to fighters. But that's really why in the Angulo fight, I think he changed after that. He changed what he was doing. And he got caught with a left out of pure exhaustion. You know, a guy like Lara is very technical, okay? So he's very technical, but if you can tell when he gets fatigued, like I think he was in the Angulo fight a little bit, you know, I think he underestimated Angulo from throwing as many shots as he did. But this one was just pure exhaustion, okay? So if I could compare it to a fight, I'll compare it in a combination between Paul Williams and Angulo, because that's what Jared Swift possessed. He possessed that tenacity, that hard punching. We're going to see what the result is right now. Split decision, guys. Classic Lara. Okay, Lara got one. Okay. And judging ringside, Dave Moretti sees it 114 to 113. Oh shit. In favor of the winner. He is now the WBA, the IBF, and the IBO 154-pound champion of the world, Swift. Swift got it, guys. He lost the decision because of the knockdown. It was close. If Lara would have stood on his feet and lasted through that round, he would have won that decision, but he lost. But I think this is a legitimate loss, since maybe people argue with the Carlos Molina fight. But this is a loss for Lara. He has to take it like a man. We need to see what his sportsmanship is, because this guy fought hard. This guy has a chin, you know. But the thing is, now the whole thing has been like, if you look at my videos, it's been out with the old, in with the new. Jared Swift's the new, okay? Just like Canelo's the new. Just like, let me see what they say.
Tremendous fight and tremendous effort by both fighters. How would you describe this battle? Listen, Jim, I want to give all the glory to God, because without him, this would have been possible. But to define this win, it was a tough one. But I went out there and did exactly what I would say I was going to do. Made this face all 12 rounds and I got the victory. Did you feel as though you needed that knockdown in the final round to win this fight? Because that proves to be the difference.
Well, he needed it
on all three cards.
If he didn't feel that way.
I feel like I was in control of the whole fight. I was putting the pressure on.
Well, he needed that knockdown. But the knockdown was the differentiator. If Lara would have knocked him down, it would have been the same thing.
At this knockdown, if you turn to your left right there, Jared, and tell us what happened here in the waning moments of the 12th round. So right here, we get close.
See, Lara was too close to him. He was trying to take a breather in the inside, and he went down. So, you know, you can clearly show the guy was exhausted. Let me show you guys. You can't make this shit up.
And the age factor difference, the 7 years, was a difference in this fight. Were you able to tire Lara out?
Well, you missed it. We missed it. We'll get it back. But this was a good victory for Jared Hurd. But like I'm saying, Out with the old, in with the new. Okay, so this sets up a fight between Jermell Charlo and Swift. This was the real fight. Like I've been telling people, the real fight is between the young lions. Okay, Lara, whatever, he's lost his belts. He's done his thing for the sport of boxing. I'm not saying he's retired or whatever, but I don't see him beating a guy like this at this age. I keep telling people, I think he's lost a step. I'm a Erislandy Lara fan. I love a technical boxer. I love the Cuban school, but he was not able to stop this guy. He was not able to keep him off for 12 whole rounds. Okay, so, but the fight. Let me see what he says.
You see that Swift is okay, anyone? It doesn't matter, man. I'm number one now. I'm in control, so we're going to call the shots. I'm going to go look over with my team. We want to see what we're going to do.
Call out Jermell. Jermell's there. He's hungry. Call him out.
If we can talk to you.
Let's see what Erislandy says.
This was a tremendous fight. A lot of courage by both fighters. What are your thoughts on the decision?
¿Qué piensa de la decisión? Una tremenda pelea.
A pesar de la caída en los últimos segundos ya de la pelea, estaba ganando. Creo que esa caída que tuve fue la decisión del juez.
Besides that I fell in the last round, I felt I was winning this fight easily. And,
Fell. You fell all right.
I don't believe you were knocked down.
Que te tumbaron, que fue que te rebalaste.
Me dio Eso no era lo que hiciera la pelea así.
Okay.
That's not
Okay.
inside the fight, because I was winning the fight.
Well, that was the differentiator. So
¿Tú no crees que eso tenía que ser la diferencia?
No, claro que no. Un golpe en una pelea no era toda
Yeah,
la pelea.
one punch in a fight doesn't determine the fight.
Would you like a rematch?
Quiere una revancha.
100%.
100%.
he wants a rematch. So, but I don't see that fight going any different.
Did you get tired, and was age at all a factor? Did you get tired in the later rounds?
Te cansaste en los últimos rounds y tuvo que ver la edad de Erislandy.
No, lo que pasa fue me dio una herida y no se me caía sangre en los ojos que no podía ver.
The problem was the cut on the eye. I couldn't see
No,
the eye. So that
I think he's it's not that he was either his age or he didn't condition himself like he is or like he did. But I don't see anyone fighting Erislandy Lara for a rematch. Because of the way he fights. But this was a very entertaining fight. This would have defined his career, and he showed adversity. He was somewhat like Deontay Wilder at first. On how this guy actually was taking these shots from a bigger, stronger dude and started coming back. But he fell in the 12th round, but he did finish strong. He didn't get knocked out. He didn't get stopped. But, Jared Swift Hurd, deserves all the credit. The guy came in there. He did exactly what he's going to do. Rough, strong, hungry, pressure fighter. Didn't give Lara time to work. Lara, he did what I feel he did like a Mayweather impersonation where he fought Conor McGregor. And then Conor McGregor was throwing a lot of wild punches like that. And then Floyd just stayed composed. So he was trying to do that to a certain extent. However, he wasn't tightening up his gloves. But Jared Hurd was swiftly moving his guard down. And that was a perfect strategy for someone that has the high guard like Lara. So you gotta take your hat off to him. But if Hurd does not call out Jermell Charlo, this will be a problem. Simply because Jermell Charlo is the premier dude that he needs to fight. It's not Saddam Ali with the WBO, okay? It is fucking Jermell Charlo. Jermell Charlo is the guy that needs to be fought. Jermell Charlo was the guy that he had beef with, okay? With the Swifts and the Charlos have had beef. So that's the real, true rivalry. It's not Lara. Lara was this other guy that was the longest reigning champion. Was the longest reigning champion, okay? So he lost that strap. He lost those two straps. So here's my boy Jermell Charlo showing what he thinks about this. And I know he will be in the post-conference. But anyway, you guys heard it here first. I'm about to upload this video. And I'm going to check out the rest of this post-conference. But until then, you guys been counterpunched. Peace.